Hi YouTube, this is Candace again. This is my second video for my video blog. I am currently in my pre-op stage for the VSG. My stats real quick, really nothing's changed since my last video, but I'm 5'6" and I weigh 250 pounds. In my last video I pretty much just explained why I wanted to get the VSG. So with this video, I wasn't expecting to do one this soon. I thought, let me get all my pre-op done and then I'll do another one. But I pretty much want to talk about the jitters and the frustration that I have, which I'm sure a lot of you experience in your pre-op stage. Basically, I'm antsy. I don't have a surgery date. I go to the surgeon next Thursday. The plan was to have all my pre-op done when I went back to him on June 6th to hopefully get a surgery date for the end of June. I'm not doubting anything. I'm all for this. The problem is that I'm a quick result type of person, which I think a lot of us are. That's why we end up doing this type of surgery, because the weight loss is a lot quicker than if we were to just lose it on our own. Or at least that's my reasoning. But my frustration and my antsiness is because, one, I don't have a surgery date yet, which I know I will come next Thursday. Two, I'm having a lot of what-ifs, which I'm sure a lot of you experience who have had the surgery done or who are going through pre-op as well. And as I read and I watch a lot of different videos, and I get a lot more, information on this, and a lot of people post-op, I'm getting concerns. And one concern that came to me today, which I've kind of had it in the back of my head, but now that I'm actually seeing that people do struggle with this, it scares me. And that is that they have the surgery done. The first few weeks are great, maybe even months, but then they start to get that hunger again. That hunger that we all have before we get the surgery that causes us to become overweight. And that scares me because I don't want to go through this, all this pre-op, go through surgery, lose some weight, and then have to deal with gaining it again. And I know it all has to do with discipline. I know it has to do with going to my doctor, my nutritionist, making sure I keep on top of it. But what about the hunger pains that I experience now that's caused me to be this size? Are they going to come back just as strong? Am I going to end up losing 50, maybe even 100 pounds if I'm lucky, and then struggle with keeping it off? So that scares me. And I know I need to keep positive, but I also want to be realistic about this. I don't want to go into this thinking, oh, this is the magical cure. I'm going to lose all this weight and never be hungry again, and it's just going to be so easy to keep the weight off. And, I don't want to go into this thinking that, because then I'm kind of setting myself up for failure. So I kind of want to have all these roadblocks covered and have a game plan for all of them before I have the surgery. So that way, once I have it, if something comes up like that, I can deal with it and I know how to deal with it. So if anybody has advice on that, that deals with that has hunger come back just as strong, please give me any advice that you have to crave that hunger, to get rid of it, anything. And unfortunately, like most, I am an emotional eater. So somehow I have to learn to do something else instead of eat when I get upset or happy or anything like that. Another thing that I'm struggling with is I'm supposed to go away on a family vacation for 4th of July. Now, where we're going, there's a ton of different seafood restaurants that I'm excited for, and some that I've never been to, some that I've been looking forward to going back to. But because of my work schedule, I really need to get the surgery done the end of June. So basically, when we go on vacation, I'm not going to be able to eat at all. I'm going to have my clear liquids probably, because it'll be literally maybe a week or two, if that, after surgery. You know, and I keep trying to tell myself, well, those restaurants will be there another time. I can always go back. You know, this isn't a life or death situation where I have to eat that food on that day. But the hard part is going to be that the people that I'm going with, which are my family, you know, don't really understand why I'm getting the surgery done to begin with. And they keep saying to me, why don't you get it done after we go away? Why don't you? And it kind of makes me feel worse, because I wish that they would just say, you can do this, don't worry about it, you know, those restaurants will be there, you'll be fine, you can always get crab another time or shrimp or whatever. You know, so I wish I had that support in that way. But what can you do? You know, I'm learning, and I'm only in pre-op, I'm learning that the majority of the people in my life don't support this decision. They think that I can just lose this on my own. Well, in order for my BMI to be at a healthy point, I need to lose about 100 pounds. And maybe I'm lucky that I don't carry it how some people carry it. But bottom line is I'm 100 pounds overweight. And if I let that go, I'm going to continuously gain weight. And 100 pounds is very hard to lose just by cutting back on what you eat and exercising. I need this VSG to help me so I don't have a cheat day that turns into a cheat month. Because that's what was happening on my diet, is I would give myself one day, oh, you know, I can take a day off my diet and eat what I want. Well, that would turn into a month, and then I would completely fall off my diet because I think, oh, what's the point? I've already gained 5 pounds back, so, you know, but anyway, I'm trying to be positive. The other part is that I'm antsy. I'm very antsy because I'm ready to get this weight off. I'm to the point to where I don't even really want to go out in public because I'm so uncomfortable with the way I look. You know, I know some people understand that, some people don't, but I'm just so self-conscious, and when I'm at this weight, this is very close to my highest weight that I've ever been, I just feel like I want to hide under a shell until I get the surgery done and I get this weight off. But how can you do that? You can't. You have to move on. So anyway, those are just my daily pre-op frustrations that I'm dealing with. You know, anyway, talk to you soon. Bye.